All right. Yeah. Uh, Check it. This the Keep It P podcast, where we take new situations and everyday and show how one could have and could not have been keeping it on the P. And I'm not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think, which is the reason why I'm just busting down the article the way that I do. Now I'm gonna show y'all how they gonna try to put a white face on this, because I'm not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why I bust down the way I do. So they try to put a white face on the video. Of course, we ain't gonna play the sound, but I'm gonna read it for y'all. It says readies for 25 executions in 2 years, but critics ask why the rush. And I'm saying I would like to set us they show you this little brief picture of one little black guy on the side, but I think they keep stuffing the same 2 or 3 white boy in your face, and they're gonna be mostly black dudes. So I'm trying to read and figure out what the demographicals is. Anyway, but it goes on to say, beginning Thursday, Oklahoma is set to its first of more than 24 deaths on row inmates over the next 29 months, an average of 1 execution per month over the next 2 years. If carried out in full, the unprecedented number of executions at 58% states who include a flurry of incarcerated and mental health disorders and who have maintained their innocence. Maintain their innocence. I'm willing to venture and say that was probably somebody black, because we've seen the movie Life before. They tried to make light of it, but shout out to Eddie Murphy. He told a real story, because we got a lot of this behind jail and behind bars for nothing, just because police want to up their little crime capture statistic rate. But anyway, it says the given state complained that the history of executions, which include botched procedures and a number of exonerations of death row inmates, black ones, excuse me, black ones, legal experts and critics alike are perplexed by so many people in such a short amount of time. It says the rush to execute 25 people. Tasco Pearl, a professor at the University of Oklahoma, says in an interview with Yahoo News called 25 extra years horrifying. Then that seems different now, because if it was mostly black people, he definitely wouldn't be saying that, or it might be just to be saving his own little boost guy. We're gonna see. James Courtney said that the first inmate will be educated and died on Thursday morning. Cuddling, who had been in jail since 1997 for killing a friend who refused to loan him $50 to buy cocaine, was denied clemency by Republican Governor Kevin Stitt on Wednesday, despite Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board recommending for the clemency earlier this month. Boy, that's PC power at its finest. They just couldn't get it pulled off, huh? Definitely had a board backing him. They repeatedly expressed remorse for the murder, and his lawyer said that he worked with his life, turned his life around for the better behind bars, but to no avail. They fried his ass anyway. Oklahoma views its criminal justice system as a number 1, infallible, and number 2, punitive above all else, Pearl said. I think that the advent of DNA evidence has really shown us how often we get cases, even very serious capital cases, wrong. Yeah, y'all talking this trash now because it's some PC people involved, you got in mind. But that's damn near always the case for black people. It says, in fact, according to 29 annual report, the National Registry of Exoneration, somewhere between 2% and 10% of all conviction individuals in the U.S. prisons are innocent. And since we know that most people in prison are mostly black, then we know who they're talking about. Police misconduct from prosecutors and law enforcement officials is a regular problem, and it produces a steady stream of convictions of innocent people. Samuel R. Ross, a professional University of Michigan law student and co-founder of the registry, told the police, the Washington Post. So we got smart people who didn't study this that's telling y'all what the problem is, but yet they keep trickling out black men who y'all done ruined lives for 20, sometimes 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Sometimes trying to deny them compensation on top of that. It says state cases or death penalty proceedings cost taxpayers 3.2 times more the capital cases on average, according to 27 study of Oklahoma death penalty, more revealing of an analysis of 15 death penalty cases nationwide. From that same study determined that seeing the death penalty result in average of approximately $700,000 more in costs than not seeking the death penalty. Well, it does cost to house people long time, but y'all don't be thinking about that when it's black people involved. This makes me think real funny and fishy about this. Also, it's in Oklahoma, so it might be a lot of woodchuck chucks if a woodchuck could chuck wood out there. Anyway, in conclusion, it says Oklahoma did not execute anyone for over 6 years and 9 months, from mid-January 2019 to late October 2021. Maria T. Kobar, an assistant professor at law, Oklahoma City University School of Law, who teaches courses about criminal law and capital punishment, told Yahoo News in an email in an era when executions are at a new low nationwide for modern. Wants to lead the nation when it comes to well, you know they don't care. Yeah. See, now that makes me lean more towards El Negro too now. when she gets to saying stuff like that, because they turn into care on and off. Not to say like they care anymore, you know. Well, yeah, it is to say that they care a lot more about frying on their own people like that, because they let out everything. Anyway, I'm just mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And you know it's 4 words that I leave you with all the time, so take them. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha for sure. Ha. Be one ha. And I gotta go ha. I'm out.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say that.